pet peeve on defense is when he catches it and we barely tag him or we don't tag him. Like, that's embarrassing. Freaking rally to the ball and ever get on. All right? Because we have to tackle with real football. It's not real football. You understand that? There's times where, like, we're standing in glue and they're just running away. And we're just doing this stuff.
Carlsbad football's final phase in preparation for the regular season begins the first Monday of summer vacation.
Let's bring it up. Let's go. C-bat on me. 1, 2, 3.
C-bat!
It is through this summer program that the players continue to condition themselves physically and mentally.
The summer program is a 6-week program where we are here every morning for 2 hours training, lifting, running, working on football stuff. It is hard.
Carlsbad alum, wide receiver coach, and Super Bowl champion Brett Swain tailored the saying, "Deep Waters," which has fueled and justified the team's work ethic over the years.
Our team is not shy on confidence. We believe that anybody who wants to play us, we believe the longer the game goes, the better team will win. If you're in a disagreement in shallow water, that's one thing. But when you take somebody out to the deep water and they can't put their feet down and they actually have to compete with you and there's nobody that's gonna save them or help them, that's where we feel like we excel. We feel like we're just built a little different. Maybe some people are scared of swimming in deep waters, but we're not.
The summer program is made to be tough and to challenge the players. One such player, senior offensive tackle and captain Andrew Langer, will forever remember those tough days.
Once a week you got Basswood, and then you get the beach workout once a summer, and those are always tough, but they're fun. It's a good way to get together as a team.
The summer makes sure that the team faces its toughest battles before the season so that they're prepared to take their opponents into deep waters.
Basswood, a hill 1,200 feet northeast of the football field, is the most notable opponent Lancers faced in the 5-week period. 1,000 to 2,000 yards worth of uphill sprints has definitely contributed to Carlsbad's success.
The players also spend 10 to 15 Sundays, an hour a day, sprinting up the hill and the stairs across from the mall leading up to Hosp Grove. Of course, you also have on-field conditioning with sprints and drills that get progressively harder the more you do.
Carlsbad also participates in Passing League, where they compete with other high schools throughout San Diego in 7-on-7 tournaments.
What we call like friendly 7-on-7 competitions, and we get an opportunity to work on our skills against live competition,
including the coveted Brave 8 Invitational at St. John Bosco High School in Santa Ana.
Brave 8 Invitational is, an invitational for 8 teams to come out here, show what they got, win the championship out here in Bosco, and that's what we're here to do.
But all of this pales in comparison to what they do in fall.
Fall camp is really what matters. That's when we put pads on and we see who is aggressive, who's unafraid, who's put the work in the off-season, changed their body to where now, when they're out on the field, they are going to physically dominate people. January to July part is about physically training, mentally training. Once we get to August 1 and we start fall camp and the pads come on, all that's out the window. Now we're trying to win games and focus on physicality.
After 2.5 weeks of 3 to 5 hour practices, Carlsbad packed up and headed over to former league rival San Marcos for their scrimmage. This gave players one last shot before the regular season to prove themselves.
This is when we find out who's good. I'll give you some examples. 2 years ago, going into fall camp, we were unsure about Luke Forelli. The minute the pads came on, we realized he is not the problem. He's a very physical and aggressive player. Last year, another example, Ben Harris. We didn't know how physical he would be. So while we were training in the off season, he can run, he can lift, and it didn't take long for us to realize last year when they put on the pads, Ben Harris was a physical, tough dude, and it was awesome. This year in the fall, we'll see who the next Luke Forelli or Ben Harris is. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. Our goal for our players is for all of them to be great husbands and fathers and be mentally tough, because in life they don't always go how you want them to go. I think because they get bumps and bruises and they have to battle through that. It's not fun, it's hot, we're here a lot, and I think it just really, really weeds people out. That really develops the character, the integrity, the resiliency that our young men are gonna need in life. Forget football.